All right, hello and welcome everybody to the Super Baka Bros channel and tonight's stream of Neighborhood RPG, a show where I, Angelo, your dungeon master, bring friends and family together to play Dungeons and Dragons. Now, this is our fourth session. We have been on a little bit of a hiatus, but I just want to welcome everyone back and thank the players for being here. I know this is very close to Christmas and holidays in general, so I do appreciate us being able to sit down and play another session of this awesome game. So welcome back, everybody, and I hope you make it through this session. With that, I want to get right into this session. So let's go ahead and just do a little bit of business. Obviously, Cyrus, 9 months in a row. Stream Baby, thank you very much for the subscription. People watching, if you're not followed, hit that follow button. It really helps us out. And if you have the money, or if you have a Amazon Prime, which is you get a free sub, maybe use that sub on us. We really would appreciate it. You won't regret it.
Give up a Bezos box.
Yeah, Bezos doesn't need it. You know what I mean? Bezos gives it out to the people to use it. So why not use it? You get one a month. Or if not us, maybe Mental Misplay. They're a great channel. With that, I just real quickly want to mention that the music, we don't have any right now. I want everyone to be able to hear us talk. But once we get into the session, the majority of the music you're going to hear is from a Canadian composer named Travis Savoy. They have allowed us to use their not only amazing music for the stream, but also once we get into the Curse of Strahd proper, because, spoilers, this is a sort of preamble to the main campaign so that the players can get familiar with their characters and also each other. But once you get into the Curse of Strahd campaign, he has made Strahd-specific music, and it is truly amazing. You heard a little bit of it in the Starting Soon screen, but there is quite a bit more. So I know Stream Elements will hook up the website for Travis's Bandcamp. Definitely follow him. He very much would appreciate it. And with that, I think let's go ahead and get into the introductions. And yeah, let's just get this going. So what we're going to do is, Phil, you look super ready. Let's go ahead and shoot over to you. Let us know who you're playing and what they might be going through in their head right now. Go ahead, Phil.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't really think of anything to say, to be honest. So my appearance of readiness kind of fits with the character, I guess. Even when he isn't really in control, he thinks he is. So I'm playing Eldrin Farrell, half-elf bard, newly level 2, as the rest of the party is. I don't know. I'm trying to think what kind of state of mind he's in. You know, they're obviously in a bit of danger. It's potentially going to be a bit of a tough kind of getting out of this situation they're in. And I feel like I need to make him a little more two-dimensional, because I just keep coming back to the idea that it doesn't occur to him that something bad could happen to him, because things generally work out for him. So I think he's just kind of curious to see what happens.
Very nice. Thank you very much for that insight, and excited to see what happens with Eldrin this session. Next from there, we're going to go over to Hannah, because that's the order of the buttons I have on my stream deck. So Hannah, go ahead and introduce your character and any insight on what they're going through. Go ahead.
Yeah, my character is Strafaria. She is a rogue half-elf, and she's feeling kind of suspicious of Grixis, and kind of ready to get to the bottom of what's going on.
Very nice. Very nice. And for people who don't know, we'll get into the previously on. Grixis is a goblin character who has been a little bit shisty and shady. So we'll see how that goes. I think I'm going to do a little bit of on screen. I think I need to turn your volume down just a little bit, Hannah. I had it way too high. How does that sound? If you could say something real quick.
Hello.
That looks way better. That is my bad. Thank you very much, though. With that, we're going to finish off with Cyrus. And if you could, please, Cyrus, introduce your character and say whatever you'd like to say about them.
Hi, I'm Cyrus. I am playing Bakrog the Stone, and he is, I don't know that he's as, like, thinking that Grixis isn't, like, up to no good or whatever, but he's definitely annoyed with Grixis, and, feels as if we could be, charging more head first into the problem, but that is sort of how we ended up where we are right now, where we're literally going to be surrounded by slimes, it looks like. I think that's exactly where we left off, because he was like, let's just do this and run into the cavern. So he's a bit impatient feeling right now, I guess, which mostly stems from, I think, just feeling uneasy about the whole situation and wanting to get back to a point where he kind of knows what's going on a little bit better. So yeah, that's Bakrog right now.
Very nice. It's really the duality between Bakrog's sort of timidness to interacting with people to then when it comes to combat and his just absolute ferocity and ruthlessness is really cool to watch. So, and it's all been the dice. The dice never lie. So
They do not.
I'm very excited to see how this one works out. So with that, let's go ahead and switch over to our pre-con, and we're gonna do a bit of a recap of what the last session was. So, previously on Neighborhood RPG, our 3 adventurers who had recently joined the Harper's Guild, a secret society of adventurers who are trying to live in balance with nature and the way of life in general. And they were sent to a northern mountain mining town to find out why miners are going missing, and also why the Harper's former leader has gone missing, who was sent up there as well. They journeyed north, got to the tavern, met up with their reporter contact. While in the tavern, very much like a murder mystery, the lights flashed off, and when they came back on, our good buddy Charles, Chuck, as Eldrin so very warmly nicknamed him, was dead on the ground. Bit of an investigation happened where the 3 realized that Grixis, the goblin barkeep, was definitely up to something. Couldn't figure out what it was, but once they fully did, a large keg that they kept looking at but just couldn't quite roll high enough to see what was going on with it, opened up and a hooded figure came out and killed Eldrin Farrell's #1 fan, Peter, a little halfling gentleman. Got his brain sucked right out of his skull. Afterwards, the hooded figure teleported out of there and left the keg opening open. And that's where the party ventured in with Grixis in tow, because Grixis is their new best bud, going deeper into this cavern/mining tunnel. Had a fork in the road, made the decision either go right, which was more likely where the former Harper leader and the Mind Flayer was, which is what they figured out that the hooded figure was, and or go left where the miners might be. And they went left. As they came around the corner, they saw 2 goblins and 4 miners working. And before they could even say anything to the goblins or to the miners, they noticed these gray oozes started seeping out of the ceiling or out of the sides of the walls. They started working their way toward them. And then finally, a 4th one came up right behind them. So that is where we left off last session. Actually, switch over to this one, because we're just quickly... why is that smaller now? Oh, there we go. So, before we get into the session, something that I like to do is, if everyone at home or playing with us, go ahead and grab your drink of choice. I have this very tasty Liquid Death, not sponsored, but if you want to sponsor us, Liquid Death, I know you're watching, please sponsor us. And raise your glasses and join us as I say a little chant I like to say before we play a game of D&D, and may Your dice roll true, and may you all make it through. Meh.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out which corner would be where everyone else is.
You're bottom right now. And shall we play?
Oh, that was a gritty end of a chai.
Same.
Oh, that's rough. That is always rough. So
Cardamom.
let's go ahead. Switch over to the map. And I'm going to shut off this tavern music. I hope you guys have been hearing that tavern music the whole time. Okay.
Homie was ripping.
I love
that,
it.
Whatever. It
Oh,
was.
man. Yeah, whoever's on that loot was just killing it.
Yeah.
I bet Eldrin knows them.
They didn't have to go that hard for us. But they did.
I don't know if you're all gonna make it. So, as you see here, our 3 adventurers came into this open cavern area where the 4 miners were trying to excavate and mine the mithril, this very rare and super valuable substance that was secretly being mined by Lady Morwen of Daggerfell, where you all actually started this adventure. And the 4 miners are directly in front of them. We have the 2 goblins with their cute little shields and weapons in hand. And we have 4 different oozes that are just slowly, they're not the fastest things in the world, but they're just slowly moving toward, actually you guys can't see one, there is one behind them. They're slowly moving toward the group. And as I believe you guys were about to say something or do something, Grixis is behind you. They start moving toward the miners and the goblins. You hear the one that's about like 10 feet or so behind you, 15 feet or so behind you. What would you all like to do? You have about a few seconds to decide. Not in literal terms. You guys have a moment to decide. I'm just saying, in game, it's going to be a few seconds before things start popping off.
So we heard something behind us, you said?
Yeah, essentially, it was like the 3 in front of you, just like shoop, shoop, shoop. And then you heard that same noise after you saw the oozes drop down or come out behind you. So you don't, unless you've turned around, you haven't seen it, but you figured that that's what's going on.
Okay, I will just quickly turn and unsheath my giant, definitely not Buster sword.
Is there
Copyright.
any? Can I hide behind this broken cart?
Yeah, absolutely. You could quickly, the rest of you see Strafaria just do like a barrel roll off to the side and give me a stealth check real quick to see how well you hide.
Oh.
First roll of the session.
10.
Picking up where we left off last session, and you get behind the cart, but you definitely there's a little bit of rubble right there, and you try to avoid it, and you slip a little bit, but you're behind the cart, and you're pretty sure that some people probably heard you. Eldrin, what are you doing?
Well, isn't really my natural impulse is to hide. That's how he rolls. But they probably just heard her moving.
More than likely. Actually, let's find out. But go ahead. What do you do?
I feel like it would probably depend on how they respond.
The goblins?
Yeah.
Well, it's all going to be like within 5 seconds of each other. So what you do, what they do. Christine. You have a pretty good idea that they may not have heard. They continue kind of talking as they're sitting there. One of them's like, yes, we got to get them to work. They got to work better. Didn't really hear Nefaria's little barrel roll action. So what do you do?
I'm gonna turn to the other 2 and say, I just thought of something. I'm kind of whispering, trying to, kind of be quiet.
Sure.
I'll be right back. That's more Drock's voice. And then kind of walk away.
You're walking away? Okay, I'll say you get to about maybe there. So actually, this is like 5 seconds. So I'm going to say you get to about right here.
Hey, when I'm running away, I'm fast.
You're straight up running? Is that what you're doing?
Oh, no.
Okay. You just out of here. Okay. As this happens, they definitely don't hear you or anything. Let's go ahead and let me see if this works. Nope, that does not. Oh, no, never mind. Let's go ahead and roll initiative, if we could.
19.
Yeah.
21.
Round the session.
Yeah, finally rolling well.
Which rolls over here, so.
What do I add for initiative?
Your dexterity.
Okay. 21.
Oh, no. Okay. So, Eldrin, that was 19.
21.
Then Bakrog was 19.
Yeah, has the 19.
I would imagine that Strafaria's dexterity is higher than Eldrin's. I think we did this before,
Mine's
actually.
plus 2.
Yeah. Mine's +4.
Okay, so yeah, you're definitely before Eldrin. You see
I
what
think-
happens with, since the goblins don't quite see what's happening in front of them. They're oblivious. I did not roll well. Oh well, they. Wow. And okay. All right. So. At the top of the round, we're going to have Strafaria. You see there's the one ooze behind you as you barrel rolled behind this cart, about almost 20 feet away from you at this point. And then the other 3 are directly in front of you. Some pretty close to the miners who are still not aware of their situation that they're in. And then the 2 goblins are oblivious as well. What would you like to do?
I don't know. I kind of want to stay in hiding.
Well, you would know from your roll that you have a ooze that is slowly moving towards you.
Okay.
There is at least
how
one
big- how big
entity
is
in
it?
target. The
I've
ooze
never
itself,
encountered
it
an ooze.
looks absolutely. Actually, why don't you give me a perception check? Everyone, give me perception checks while we're at it.
A 5.
Oh,
Nice.
7.
8.
Damn.
Okay. You don't really see exactly like how tall this thing is, as it's like very low to the ground. You can see it's about 5 feet in diameter, as it's slowly moving about. So not too tall. You can't really see. It might be 2 or 3 feet tall, but it looks like it's hugging the ground very tightly.
Okay. I would like to, can I maneuver around it?
Yeah, because you're move this over here real quick so that people can see. So the ooze is right here, and it's about 20 feet around, so it's not quite up to you yet. And you're right here.
Okay. I would like to go around the cart and the rubble.
Going around the backside toward the ooze, or so like going this way, or do you want to go around this way?
Sure, that way.
Okay. And then what would you like to do once you get over there?
I have no idea how to fight a ooze. I feel like my weapon would just go through it. So I think I'm going to communicate to my teammates here and inquire if they have encountered such a opponent before.
So as you say this, Stefaria, to your party members, sort of like a hushed tone, if you will. Go ahead, everyone, roll me a history check. See how well you actually do know what an ooze is like.
No drop and die.
19.
Oh, very nice.
I have amnesia though, okay? So
Well, maybe seeing it drops your memory a little bit.
Yeah, you're gonna get flashbacks. There's gonna be like moments where the stuff just hits you.
I got a 3, so I know less than nothing about ooze.
Fair enough.
But you know I'm gonna be trying to hit it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is. Eldrin, what'd you get?
I don't know. What was it? I think I said 8.
Okay. So yeah, as you say out loud and you're waiting for the response back from your party members, you do get this like flashback to something in your past life, in your previous life, where you either had an encounter with oozes or somebody told you about it, and you know that certain oozes have different traits and abilities, and the gray ooze is something that that has a corroding effect, meaning whenever you hit them or they hit you, negative things happen to either your armor or your weapons. But the other two of you do not know this. So if you want to quickly respond to her asking, just to see what that would look like with an 8 and a 9, or an 8 and a 10.
I had a 3.
A 3, damn. Yeah, what would that look like, Eldrin and Bakrock?
I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it bleeds.
Very nice. I love it. Eldrin?
Well, I'm kind of
He's
walking
whistling
away
his way out of
Oh
here.
yeah, you're gone, aren't you? You're kind of going like over your shoulder. You're like, I don't give a shit.
I think he might just say, "Good luck."
That's fair. Strafaria, what would you like to do?
I'm going to quietly call my my party over to me, so I can tell them what I've recalled.
Well, this is in battle, so you don't have too much time to do all of that.
I don't want it to corrode my weapons, so I think I'm just going to disengage.
You're not fighting it right now.
Okay,
Yeah, you're already disengaged. So you could either like hold an action to attack, or you can attack from long distance to see if that's a viable option, whatever you would like to do. Or you could just hide and do the old Eldrin maneuver.
I hide. I
leave me to
don't
deal
want
with this thing on my own.
weapons corroded.
All right, go ahead and the rest of you, the two of you, you see Stefaria just like go around the cart and then hide. So go ahead and roll stealth real quick. Let's see how well you do that. Grixis, who's right next to you, Eldrin, is trying to like back away without looking like he's running away. Just a heads up.
22.
Oh yeah, you're gone. You duck underneath that like wooden barrier where the minecart track is, and you're pretty sure the ooze might not even seen where you've gone. You're hiding. Do you want to? You still technically have an action. Do you want to hold that? You can say that you attack if the ooze gets too close, or attack if the goblins get too close. Whatever you think that might be, Strafaria.
Yeah, I'll attack if anybody gets too close to me, but other than that, I'm gonna hold because I'm not quite sure how to go about the ooze if it's gonna corrode my weapons.
Okay, very good. And like I said, the rest of you, the two of you, do not know that. Next up is Eldrin, who is booking it out of there. What would you like to do, Eldrin?
Am I allowed to do Bardic Inspiration as an action?
I mean, technically, if it's a bonus action, yeah.
But like as my attack, basically?
Yeah, I mean, you can just do it as your bonus action.
Oh wait.
You can do it as your you can do it as your bonus action, and like you can move twice as far because you can use an action to use your full movement again. Yeah. You want to really GTFO.
No, full disclosure, I was thinking I had a feature that was with Strahd. Anyway.
Oh, gotcha.
So
Little Drock.
We're gonna notice Strafaria hiding. Notice the ooze oozing. I use my bonus action, turn to Bakrog, and do bardic inspiration. It was kind of whisper, Bakrog, I grant you this.
You son of a bitch. That was good.
He doesn't get it now, but like 10 hours from now, it's gonna pop into his head, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, that was pretty good."
You're all around a campfire 10 hours from now. It's like Eldrin's in the middle of a story, and then he's gonna pick that up. I love that. So you have a D6 that you can add for your attack,
right?
Or ability check. Anything else you're gonna do, Eldrin? Or are you gonna move? You gonna stay there?
I'm gonna move. So I'm gonna use a spell.
I'm gonna use the spell move.
The runaway spell. No, he notices that things are, they're in trouble. So, he's gonna use my disguised self.
Oh shit! Okay, what are you gonna make yourself look like?
Like the I can't remember what you called them, like the kind of slave drivers.
Goblins?
Yeah.
Oh no shit.
I'm gonna kind of make myself look like one of them, whatever that means.
So I'm double checking because disguise self is a very specific. I don't think you could change your height. So you would look like a tall, and you would know this. Is the only reason why I'm saying this. Yes, you would. You can make yourself a foot shorter or taller. So you'd be like one of the tallest goblins that probably anyone has seen. But you do that. You quickly make sure if there's any. So it's a verbal and semantic. Quickly take out your ocarina, and you don't even blow into it all. You just like put it up and barely let the air flow through as you cast your disguise self, and you turn into a somewhat tall goblin. Are you staying there for the time being?
Yes.
Okay. That'll end your turn. Bakrog, you are up. You have seen one party member hide behind a barrier. The other one give you a bardic inspiration and turn into a goblin. What are you doing next?
I'm actually going to switch out my sword for my halberd.
Oh, nice.
So that I can do like a running. I mean, I don't think I actually have like an attack that does this, but I'm gonna move up to the thing as far away as I can and poke at it.
Who's next to you?
The one, this boy.
Yeah. Oh, wait, you can move yourself. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. So let's see. I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. So we'll come up to it here.
Okay. Right on the track.
Like, do you know if the halberd has, 5 feet seems like a lot, so I probably couldn't hit it if I was here.
Yeah, that'd be 10 feet.
That'd be a long weapon. It doesn't say that it has anything special like that, so it probably doesn't.
It's just a 5-foot range then.
Okay, so I'll just run up and attack with the halberd from here. So we got a.
It's actually adds 5 feet, so you could do 10 feet away.
Okay, perfect. That's what he would like to do, is kind of run and then stab as he gets to the end of his movement here. So I'll use my bardic inspiration along with this. So we got bam. That's 24, 25, 26.
Easily hits.
And then for damage, that's a 1d10 slash. And damage, you also add your strength thing, right?
For yours, yes.
Okay, I was trying to figure out how I never knew that. It was because I played a spellcaster the entire last campaign. I never made a melee attack, so it never came up. That's 9 total.
9 total damage. So as you run up on this ooze, you can see it sort of like make itself a little bit bigger. It gets around 2 feet or so higher. And as you stab through it, you can see it quiver a bit as the halberd stabs directly through the center mass. And as you pull out, it rips and like a jagged gash. Does do some good damage on it. But as you pull out, the halberd itself starts to like sizzle, and the tip dulls just a little bit more. So you actually have a -1 penalty to your damage on that weapon for right now.
Go.
Anything else you'd like to do? I believe that is it. Your turn.
No, that should be it for me.
Okay. So with that, which would definitely have a decent amount of noise, the goblins all turn around, see you, see the oozes, and you can hear them like, what is happening? And we're going to roll them into initiative now. Holy shit. Okay. Oh, wait, let me double check that. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Thank you, Oculus. Oculus, do not turn on right now. You piece of shit.
We're going full immersion.
We're going, what is the damn, is it meta? I don't know.
Yeah.
The metaverse.
Yeah, the meta. We're just going to play this in the metaverse. There actually is, I think, a meta D&D game, but it's not as... It's like shitty dice rolling. It's not great.
I think Hannah got invaded by a little goblin of our own.
No, they actually did. That's shit. Okay. Double checking something. They're now in the initiative. So the ooze that you attacked is going to go next. Balrog. They're going to move 10 right up to you, and with their little pseudopod, the little like arm extends out from this ooze, tries to take a whack at you. Going to... Wow. Does a 7 hit?
7, no.
That was a horrible roll. As it tries to smack at you, you lift your leg up right at the last second before it can get a grab onto you, and it misses completely. That's going to end that one's turn. Next up, we have this guy over here, and is going to go 1, 2, right toward that goblin. That ends that one's turn. You only can move 10 feet.
Slow boys.
There, yeah. It like the intensity of the music kind of is overselling the situation right now, but if they get close to you, you guys might be fucked. This one is going to actually swoop up on this little dwarf and is going to take a swing at the dwarf, unfortunately.
Run, buddy.
That is a 4. The dwarf turns around and at the last moment takes his pickaxe and like throws it into the ooze before the swing can hit, and it slows down the pseudopod strike and misses. Finally, up here at the top, where'd that other one go? No, I moved everybody. That is going to end their turn. Next up is this goblin at the end of the initiative, and he's actually going to 10, 15, 20, 25, not knowing that there is Stropharia hiding behind that little... Oh, actually, they have 30 feet of movement. That doesn't make sense to me. It should be 25.
Short legs.
No, yeah, we're gonna go back here, and you can see them like getting themselves ready, have the shield up, looking behind where they see Balrog, and that'll end their turn. At the top of the initiative, because I rolled a natural 20 for this guy up here, he is going to just give up on the 10, 15, 20, 25, and is also going to just start to book it out of there and start to basically make their exit. That ends their turn. Stropharia, you are hidden. You are up. What would you like to do? Eldrin, you're on deck, so be ready.
I I feel like we should run away from the ooze. Like, I don't know. Have a huddle. I feel like we can't defeat it.
Well, and I mean, you could yell that out if you'd like, but you know, in this current situation, you probably don't have enough time for a huddle.
Okay. I call that out. I call out, should we run or should we stay and fight it?
And if you guys want to quickly respond, like a 3, 4, 5 word sentence, go ahead.
I'll yell out, shoot it! You know Bakrog wants to fight. He's ready to kill all these things.
All right. What do you think, Eldred? I'll ask what do you think real quick?
Eldrin in his best goblin voice is going to look towards the other goblin and say,
Right.
who are these?
Yes, I forgot.
the goblin is like looks over at you. You're tall. Wow.
Puff his chest out.
All right, I'll shoot it.
Okay, pull out your short bow, I believe.
You're the only one that has a
Yep,
weapon that
short
doesn't
bow.
care if it gets disintegrated. Yeah, take some shots.
All
You're gonna
right,
shoot which one?
the short bow.
No, which ooze are you gonna hit?
Oh, the one in the middle.
Oh, this one over here?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack if you could.
Oh, it's not good.
Or you get to add your dex and your proficiency bonus. So you get to
Correct.
add a total of +6.
Okay, so +4 would be 7, and then where's my dexterity? Wait, my what was the other bonus besides dexterity?
Proficiency, which is 2.
Proficiency. Okay, 9.
That actually hits. Yeah.
Okay, I rolled a 3, so I was
Fuck
stressing.
these oozes.
Yeah, they're very slow, so their dexterity is garbage. But go ahead and roll your damage as you quickly pop up with your sharp bow, and the other goblin, who hasn't said anything yet, sees you pop up and goes, "Hey, well, what the hell?"
Hey, this was a
Definitely-
sneak attack, so you should have actually been with advantage, but it hit anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Well,
Or is it not advantage for sneak attacks?
no, sneak attack is just if you have advantage, you get sneak attack automatically.
I see.
Because you were hidden. Yeah, you would just get your sneak attack if you hit. So you did. You will roll your regular short bow damage and add your sneak attack damage as well.
Okay, I rolled a 3.
Okay, and add your dexterity to that,
So 7.
and then roll your sneak attack damage, which I believe
It's a D6.
is 1d6. Then roll a d6 and add that to what you've already done.
Nice.
6.
Dang.
That is a total of. I actually did not remember what you had just said. I apologize.
It was 3, 7 plus 6, so 13 damage.
13 damage. Holy shit. As you pop up, very coolly look over at the goblin, give him a little wink, and you shoot at the ooze that's directly in the center of this large cavern, and it goes directly through the ooze, and the arrow instantly starts to corrode. It's almost gone completely, but for a split second, it actually pins the ooze down for a moment, and you can see that you jacked it up really good. This thing is damaged for sure.
Can I use my bonus attack, my bonus action?
Yeah, you could either hide. You're not engaged with anything, but you can hide or dash, which means you could do twice the movement if you wanted to.
Okay, could I dash like towards the next blob?
Which one do you want? This one over
The one by
here?
Bakrog.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you without even dashing, you can get there.
Okay.
I think just hiding and doing sneak attacks is
Yeah,
the way to go.
I think I'll hide actually. I'll hide again. I'll hide
Okay,
behind
go ahead and roll stealth, bonus action hide, and see how well you. The DC is going to be a little bit higher because you're obviously just popped out and everyone saw where you're at.
That makes
but-
sense, yeah.
9.
Yeah, you got a good feeling. Like you were super cool. You popped up. It was this like badass sort of attack, and then you just like everyone's kind of looking at you. You just unceremoniously just like slink back down under behind this barrier. So you got a pretty good idea that everyone knows you're there. But really cool attack.
Did you add your stealth bonus for that?
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Oh, it's just a matter of okay. Just making sure.
That ends your turn, Eldrin. You are up. What would you like to do as your goblin disguised self?
I'm gonna give myself a bit of bardic inspiration,
Nice.
which I believe I can do.
Bonus action.
And I'm gonna walk. Would Eldrin be aware of how much speed the little blobby globs have?
What was your perception roll? It wasn't great before, was it?
It wasn't.
I would say you were almost around the corner. You didn't get a good look. The only one that you for sure saw was the one that was already 10 feet there. So you have an idea that they're slow, but not how slow.
Oof. Okay. I'm gonna move forward.
Okay.
I'm gonna say right here.
Okay.
Damn. What was that?
You're close. You're
4,
close to that
5,
goblin, the guy
25.
that's retreating,
Yeah.
right there. Then what would you like to do? Give yourself a bonus action. Bardic Inspiration.
Damn. I wish I could have gotten to him. This would have been a lot better. I'm gonna hold my action.
And what is your action going to be?
It is
That
going
you're holding.
to be Thunderclap.
Oh, okay. And what's going to initiate this action?
This goblin I met for coming up to me.
Okay. If it gets within range, I would say.
Yeah, so within 5 feet.
Gotcha.
Oh, the goblins bad guys too.
Well, to be fair, as of right now, because Eldrin is disguised as a goblin, they wouldn't know that. So,
Oh, nice.
this goblin thinks that Eldrin is just a tall ass goblin. So we'll see what happens, but might be a pretty nasty setup. Nice surprise for this guy.
That's right. The goblins are slave driving the dwarves, right? Is that
Correct.
okay?
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah, I forgot a bit of what was happening as we came into this room.
It's all good. There's a lot going on, and this is like the first like multi-person battle.
Totally. Yeah.
So, that ends your turn, Eldrin.
Yep.
Bakrog, you're up. You have this 5-foot puddle gray ooze in front of you that you've already striked. Let's try to take a strike at you. What would you like to do?
Raising my halberd and getting ready to just plunge straight down into this thing.
Nice. Go ahead and roll an attack.
It's gonna be why 12.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Like I said, these things do not move that well.
Can't freaking dodge, save their lives. Okay, so it's gonna be -1 because I'm still on the halberd. Wow. So that's 10. Still pretty good.
So as you take your halberd and you're a lot closer, you do this like over the head strike, downward strike. Did you do a -1 to your damage?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. As you plunge into it, you like, turn sideways a little bit and rip out. Ooze flies everywhere, and it doesn't make an actual noise. You just hear like a loud vibration, if you will, coming from it, and very much like the one that Stropharia attacked, this thing is barely holding on, but it is still alive.
Hey, I was for sure I was gonna kill it.
Anything else?
This might be a bit of a waste, but we just hit level 2. I'm gonna do my action surge. I want to kill this thing. I don't want it to get another action.
Fair enough. Go ahead and roll another attack with your fighter ability. You can have another action.
I see that it's still gasping for life below me, and I do a sweet twirl halberd above my head move.
Oh shit.
I bring it down. Oh. That's gonna be a 8.
That actually just hits.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So, am I still -1, or should I be -2 now that I've hit it twice?
Now, yes, it is a cumulative. It is a
Okay.
-2.
So this one's damage will be 7.
And as you plunge downward again, the gray ooze, almost knowing its fate, tries to like separate itself, but you strike perfectly. It goes to separate so it doesn't get stabbed, and it just does not come back together. You can see it start to like slither down into the ground into smaller and smaller pieces. This one dies right over here.
Quick bonus action, I will yell out, "They can be killed!"
You get a point of inspiration for that. Go ahead and mark that down. I like that. So that guy is dead. Any movement for you? Technically, you're not engaged with anything.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go running at, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. We get right up next to it. That might, they can move. I'm just gonna go. Oh, let me think real quick here. I think the thing to do is just to buddy up right next to Eldrin here.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Or no, wait, because well,
The goblin doesn't know.
the goblin doesn't. I was thinking because then, but it can move 10, so it still could actually reach me there. So I might as well. I'm just gonna draw this one's fire. I'm just gonna move straight up to it, since I can't really move close to it and stay out of range. So yeah, we'll go tank mode, and I'll pass from there.
Okay. That'll end your turn. That goblin's dead. This goblin is up next, and it's seen what you have done to its brethren and is going to take a strike at you. Use this dice. I have been doing
So
shitty.
what does a strike from one of these things look like?
It's literally like a small arm essentially comes up out of the ooze and like a tentacle trying to swipe at you. It's not the most intimidating thing in the world, but if it contacts,
Like
it's gonna
that.
be bad. Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah. Does a... Let me make sure before I say this, because I've been wrong. Does a 20 hit?
Yes, 20 does
Okay.
hit.
So you're going to take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Because of my heavy armor mastery, I take -3 damage from bludgeoning.
Oh, nice.
I'll
But
take-
then you also take 3 points of acid damage, and your AC is down -1.
Okay. AC is -1, and so that was a total of 4 that I took.
Correct.
Good. Okay.
As this thing doesn't hit you hard, but it's the residue that's left over on your body that starts to like burn you, gets the real majority of the damage. That'll end that one's turn. This guy over here, who has already been hit by Stropharia, is going to book it away from Stropharia. This one is going to take another strike at the dwarf. That is going to hit. What damage we do here? Oh shit. Okay. That is 6 bludgeoning and about 7 altogether with the bonus. That is, the dwarf is knocked unconscious.
Dang.
As the ooze smacks him across his face, he does like a 360 twirl spin and lands face down on the ground. You could see the ooze is slowly going over the top of the dwarf, and you could hear the dwarf skin start to sizzle and burn. That'll end that one's turn. We have up next the goblin at the bottom here, who is going to turn and see Bakrog down a little bit south from him, and sees his tall goblin friend, and he's just, help me, and runs directly to Eldrin, seeking some shelter behind him, which would trigger your held action. And what would you say as this goblin, who looks relieved to see your tall figure, run up to you for safety? What are you going to say? Or what are you going to do?
I'll say, like, not disguising, you know, kind of my voice or my posture or anything, like still just being myself, but in a
perfect posture. If a book was on top of your head, it wouldn't fall.
I still have my chalice in my hand. Like always, just kind of my arm bent.
Sure.
Let's see. How about worry not, friend. I have a little secret for you. And then thunderclap.
All right. What's your spell save DC again? And I believe it's a Constitution. Yes, Constitution.
Is 13.
13. What does a goblin have for? Shit. Okay. That is a 12. It has a 0 Constitution saving throw. It fails. That's 2d8, I believe.
It is.
Plus, it's pushed 10 feet back.
It's 1d6 thunder damage.
Thunder wave? Is that what you did?
Thunderclap.
Oh, my bad. You said thunder wave.
No, I wish.
That's a good spell.
Yeah, pushed 5 feet back, 1d6 thunder damage.
It's like the little brother to thunder wave. Look at that. It's so cute. All right. Go ahead and roll your damage, 1d6, and let's see what happens.
6. What's that? Oh, that. Is this a spell attack bonus kind of thing, or?
No, that's just to see if it hits. Kind of. If it was a ranged attack, you would add your spell attack bonus.
5.
So it is pushed 5 feet back, which is surprised, and it takes 5 damage. You said.
Correct.
As the clap that emits from your little chalice that you have in your hand, the whole cavern is just echoing from this noise. The goblin, what the hell? And doesn't, it definitely gets bruised a little bit from this, but is still looking pretty good. Looks confused and turns to you and just starts chittering. Puts its pike that they have in their hand and just starts to aim at you. Very confused. They still have their movement and everything, so they can actually turn, and they're going to take a swipe at you, actually. Does a crap. Does 11 hit?
It does not.
Damn. Very confused, hurt. Thought you were friends, known you since childhood. Misses completely. Didn't want to do it. Didn't have their heart into it. That's going to end their turn. The goblin at the top here is going to be up next. And Strafaria, you're on deck. Just a heads up, okay? This goblin, who definitely saw you and saw what happened to his other goblin friend, is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, completely ignoring you, and is actually going to use their action to dash. 10, 15, 20, 25, and is just booking it. Doesn't care about his buddy, is just out of there. Strafaria, you're up. You have one goblin running away. The other one is engaged with Eldrin. And you have Bakrog down here at the bottom fighting a gray ooze. What is it that you would like to do?
Like to do.
Go ahead.
I was gonna do my sneak attack at the goblin that is running away.
Well, you can attack, and if you're hidden or if you have advantage, you get your sneak attack on top of that.
Okay, I already was hidden.
Well, you rolled a 9.
Oh,
so
okay. I wasn't
you weren't
that
too
hidden?
You weren't too hidden.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You basically have to beat people's perception check, passive perception.
Okay. I will just attack then.
The goblin running away?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. A short bow, I'm guessing?
Yes. Short bow. 22.
Oh, yeah. Definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Four. Is damage just the what I roll and dexterity?
Correct.
So 6.
Okay, 6 points of damage. As the goblin is just like full speed trying to sprint with their little legs, trying to get out of there, you release the arrow, and as it flies toward the goblin, he starts to like look over his shoulder and he sees the arrow coming toward him and his eyes go wide, plunges right into his shoulder and almost stumbles, but stays on their feet. But you can tell you hurt him badly as it stabs close to where the clavicle is up here at the top. But they are still going. Do you want to move? Do you want to hide? What would you like to do? You could also move and hide if you'd like. If you get a better
Move and
position.
hide.
Where would you like to go?
Could I go like behind these bags of things over here?
Down at the bot? Where at exactly?
Yeah, at the bottom, so I'm kind of closer to the goblins.
Oh, you're talking about these, or where do you?
Here, I'll move my. What about right there?
That's too far. You couldn't get all the way down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about behind Bakrog?
Yeah. You should be able to get there. So 5:30. Yeah, you would just get there.
Okay, cool.
And do you want to hide? You do have a bonus action to hide.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide.
Using Bakrog's intimidating presence to hide behind. Go ahead and roll stealth check. And Eldrin, you're on deck. 19. You feel fairly confident that you are hidden by most people. Maybe not Bakrog, but, that's not necessary. So that ends your turn, Strafaria. Great job. Eldrin, you are up. What would you like to do? Your new friend, now enemy, is trying to stab you. What would you like to do? I feel like these goblins almost look like Curious George. Is that just me?
No, they do.
I didn't really think this through. Let me just try some vicious mockery.
Okay. At who?
The little goblin in front of me.
Just mockery. Let's see here. So as this little goblin... Wait a second. Double check something here real quick. Is it a reaction or is it not? It is an action. Okay, I thought it was a reaction, but that's something else. 13 is your spell save DC, I believe.
Yes. Can I add my bardic inspiration to that?
No, that's if you were rolling. If they're rolling something against you, you can't add that.
Okay. Oh, actually, can I retroactively use my bonus action before I go?
For sure.
We can roll bardic inspiration to Strafaria.
Nice. Okay. Do you want to say or do anything in the heat of battle to give this inspiration?
So many quips. It's just so tiring. I gotta.
No, you don't have to say anything. You just be like, "Here, take this."
Say a quip.
Yeah.
So many people think that bards have to be on, performing at all times. It doesn't have to be that way.
But you feel that pressure within yourself.
For sure.
It's like
for
if
sure.
you're not always on, then people don't really actually love you.
Are you really a bard if you're not always on? So yeah, Strafaria, add a d6 to any attack roll for your next turn or ability check as well. Wisdom saving throw. That's cocked. That's a 4. Fuck. Okay, so you unleash this horrible. So you're new buddy, now enemy, is in front of you. What do you say that is to unleash this vicious mockery on them? And then roll your 1d4 psychic damage.
Go with.
Or your video froze or something. There it goes.
I'm just focused.
Yeah.
I'll say, oh, Goblin. Yo, Mama so easy. I rolled a 1 and still hit it.
Oh, ow. Well, you know what, dude? You're going to get a point of inspiration for that. That is pretty good. I got to give you credit for that. I'm going to use that shit. So as the goblin gives you the, I think their name was Cypher. I can't remember from the Matrix, like the little sad tear look. Not like this. Is definitely hurt. But go ahead and roll your 1d4 psychic damage, and they have a disadvantage on their next attack roll.
3.
Ooh, it takes 3 damage. Still going pretty strong physically.
Yeah.
Emotionally, not so great. Not doing good. You want to disengage or move at all, or are you going to stay there?
No, I can't let him attack me.
Fair enough. I mean, you could. They have disadvantage, but you do you. Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Akrog, you are up. You have the gray ooze in front of you, Strafaria hiding behind your imposing figure, one goblin running away from behind. What would you like to do?
We're gonna continue on with this halberd until it's like the role playing wise, Bakrog doesn't even realize that it's really corroding at this point. He's so focused on the battle, so he's going to make an attack against this ooze with the halberd.
Okay. Go ahead and roll attack.
Yeah, just normal attacky here. So, where'd you go? That is a 20. Unnatural.
Definitely hits. As we saw earlier, 8 hits.
Yes. And then damage, where'd my D10 go? There it is.
No, it looks like you're staring into the sun right now. Your screen is so bright. You look like Cillian Murphy. I don't even know that's how you say his first name from Sunshine.
Oh, me.
Is it Killian or is it Cillian? Does anyone know?
I think it's Cillian. I'm mostly.
I don't even think Cillian Murphy knows.
Let's see. So I'm at -3 now. So this is still pretty good roll. 9 damage.
9 damage. Is this ooze first time being attacked? You stab down into it, getting more familiar with the anatomy and the weak points. It does decent damage, but it is still going strong. Not quite bloodied, if you will. And with that, do you want to move or are you staying there?
I'm okay.
And your halberd's at a -3 at this point?
Now it's at -4. That was a -3. Yeah, that's my 4th hit on a slime.
Okay. That'll end your turn. Next up is the oozes. This ooze down here at the bottom is going to take a strike at you, obviously, because they are slow as shit. That is that's an 18 to hit.
Dang, yeah.
Okay. As it goes to strike at you, that is 3 points of bludgeoning.
0.
0 is you're just ready for it. You take it with no second thought, and you take 3 points of acid damage though, and your AC goes down another point.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. 18 mega hits. Okay, so total. Okay.
Alrighty.
Good thing I got that huge HP bonus right before this battle.
The ooze, not looking too confident, but you see a little bit of a strut, little shoulder shrug a little bit to this ooze. That'll end that one's turn. This one is trying to book it over to this guy over here. It doesn't quite make it. This ooze is just straight up eating
Oh no.
this guy over here who is dead and is like devouring the dwarf. The other miners that are down here, the other 3, they're basically absolutely terrified of what's happening and are frozen in place. They're not moving whatsoever. But if you can get to them and save them, they might have important information.
Can you pinpoint the 3 of them that are actually alive?
This one, and this one here.
Okay.
Sorry, chat can't quite, or the stream can't quite see that last one there. This is the Ooze, and that 4th one that is already dead. It's just getting devoured. This like tall human miner is just like looking off to the side, terrified as this is happening, unable to move. With that, we're going to this goblin here that is in front of you, Eldrin, has disadvantage on its attack roll. You can see like the resolve to try to finish you off. Eldrin is going to attack with disadvantage. Actually, pretty good rolls, not bad. Does a 16 hit?
Yeah. Damn, how the fuck?
I rolled a 14 and a 16, so not bad.
Oh, bad.
Not bad at all. That is, they really don't. So with his scimitar that he has, he's taking a swipe against you. Going to give you 3 points of slashing damage as he yells out, "I thought you were my friend!" and tries to slice you across your jugular, misses, and gets you across your chest instead. That is going to end their turn. We got the goblin that's at the almost the entrance here is gone. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then they're gonna action dash, use their action to dash, and they're just gonna disappear around the corner.
Rex is still over there. Do we just not know what he's doing?
When it comes to your turn, you can roll a perception check to see what's happening. With that, Strafaria, you are hidden behind Buckrog. What would you like to do?
I would like to use my sneak attack with my short bow to attack the blob that's right next to Buckrog and I.
Okay. So you kind of like peek out from the side of Buckrog, pull out your short bow, go ahead and attack. You're far enough away where you don't have disadvantage. If you're like right up on the ooze, you would have had disadvantage, but you're perfectly positioned.
Okay, so including my bardic inspiration, it's a 24.
Definitely hits. We roll your damage, add dexterity, and sneak attack damage.
Bad roll, but what's my sneak attack bonus?
It was 1d6.
Oh, okay. 14.
Oh,
14 points of damage. As you pop out, pull out the bow, pull up the string back as far as you can, unleash it point blank at this ooze. It gets pinned into the ground, and as the arrow starts to dissolve, it stops dissolving, and the ooze just sort of like disintegrates into smaller and smaller little puddles and like evaporates into the ground itself as it dies. This guy is no longer there and gone. You do have movement, and you do have bonus action left. So what would you like to do?
Am I close enough to over here to move and then hide right here?
definitely. You have 30 movement, and each square is 5, so you can just and you can move diagonal. So
diagonal.
Like 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah. That's exactly 30 right there.
Okay.
On my count.
Okay, I'll stay here then, and I will be hidden.
Go ahead and roll your stealth.
22.
Nice.
You're fairly confident that you are hidden. as you duck underneath this like little small wheelbarrow that has a bunch of mithril inside of it. You're hidden fairly well right now. That'll end your turn, Strafaria. Eldrin, you're next. You have your good old buddy, Goblin number 2, in front of you, ready to just finish this fight between the two of you. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try hideous laughter.
Okay. Oh, I believe that is a wisdom save. Yes. 13 once again, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
That is a 7. Completely fails. So you're concentrating now on this spell. Immediately, the goblin, who is like intensely looking at you, eyes sort of like lift up and a smile starts to appear on their face. And this goblin has the most disgusting, jagged yellow teeth you have ever seen. And the laughter that proceeds to come out of this goblin's mouth, I'm not even going to attempt, but it
Can I
is...
get my joke first?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
That's the whole point, man.
I don't even care what happens. I just want to tell the joke.
So we'll start by saying, hey, I'm sorry. Sorry for that, friend. If it makes you feel better, I have a little joke for you. What is an orc with 2 brain cells called?
What?
Pregnant.
Wait, say it again. I fucked it up. What did you say?
Know, you motherfucker. What is an orc with 2 brain cells called? Pregnant.
I think my response is probably good. So the goblin is confused for a second, and then, without realizing it, just starts uncontrollably laughing, falls prone to the ground, and is incapacitated. So, what else would you like to do?
Then I can move without him attacking, correct?
Yeah, there's no way they could attack you now.
Move there.
Where'd you move?
Okay. Closer towards the
Okay.
golden.
Bypassing the action, going forward. I like it. Okay, that ends your turn. Bakrog, you're up. You've just killed that one ooze. There's one more that's about to attack this elven miner down here at the bottom.
Yeah, so I'm going to... Okay. So, I'm going to move my full movement, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 to here.
Okay.
And I am going to use Stone Toss.
Oh, shit.
I can make improvised weapon made of stone, and I am proficient at this. And its damage die increases to 1d6. So I'm going to throw a 1d6 damage rock at this thing.
As you're running forward, these long strides, you see this like perfect rock on the ground. Pick it up, and a perfect like shot put movement all in one. Chuck it at this ooze.
All right.
Go ahead and roll attack.
Ranged attack is not going to be quite as because I don't have proficiency, right?
This is the half giant ability,
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Or
it's
stone giant?
a stone giant ability. Yeah. Or no,
I
I
don't
am
know.
considered proficient. It says it right in there. You were considered proficient with that
Okay.
improvised weapon. Okay, so here we go. We got 7, 8, 9, 11.
That hits.
And then for damage, it is a 1d6
All right.
plus my dex. So it's going to be 7. Wow. Well, 5 plus 2. Yeah, that was a good rock throw.
As it smashes,
Skip it off it.
as it smashes into the ooze itself, this like large just splatter of gray ooze flies over, not the miner, but hits the ground right in front of them. And it does some decent damage for sure to the ooze. barely holding on, almost pins the ooze to the ground. That's how well it.
Oh yeah,
it
that
hits
one
it.
had already been hit. Huh? I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was the first one. That one got hit by 13 prior to that. You could tell it is
Nice.
barely holding on, but still alive.
And then as a bonus action, I will use Second Wind.
Nice.
Which I can
Some
do
healing?
once per rest. Yeah, I heal 1d10 plus my fighter level. Where's my d10?
Roll a 10.
10. Yeah, right. I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't know that I necessarily need to do this now, but I'm gonna. Yeah, I healed a full. I heal a total of 10.
Nice. Okay, as you like chuck this rock, hit the ooze, like put your fist up, fist pump, and then I don't know what your second wind would look like, but I imagine you kind of like go down that stone statue, the person thinking kind of a thing. You like go down to a knee, and you heal yourself. You're like closer with the stone, if you will.
Hell yeah.
That will end your turn. That is dead. That is dead. There's only the one ooze. They're gonna
The twos?
barely. What's that?
Yeah, the one that ate. Yeah, there's one eating somebody up here.
Yeah, it takes a minute. It takes a minute actually to eat the ooze.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, or to eat a person as an ooze. I would say
Don't worry
at
about
the
it.
end of their turn, they're just finishing up. This one here is gonna take a swing at that person. That's a 2. Never mind. They miss as that stone damage has been wrecking. This ooze's mental capacity. Cannot quite even fathom attacking. That goblin is dead. That goblin is gone at this point. Stefaria, you are up. What would you like to do? You're hidden behind the bags at the bottom. You have 2 oozes left.
I would like to strike the ooze that is closest to me.
Okay, you're doing a short bow, I'm guessing?
Yeah. I
Right,
could do
strike.
my sneak attack because I'm hidden.
Yeah, you definitely would get, if you hit, you get sneak attack for sure.
Okay. Okay. So 19.
Definitely hits.
And then... Ooh. 10.
Yeah, a bit of an overkill as the arrow, as it's just barely piercing. Like the arrowhead itself is going into the ooze. It's already disintegrating into nothingness, and just dies instantly. You can see the person that it was about to attack just like, oh god. Very grateful to you at this point. Would you like to move at all or hide? You're still at that position. If you'd like, you can hide again, or you can move.
I'll hide again.
All right, go ahead and roll another stealth check.
8.
A little less confident in your hiding ability, but you're good in your spot. This wheelbarrow is pretty comfy.
Okay.
That'll end your turn. Eldrin, you're up. You have the last ooze. Actually, let me get rid of this ooze real quick, as this sucker's dead. You have this last ooze up here that's just finished. The body itself is like almost completely gone. It's eaten this small little dwarf figure. What would you like to do, Eldrin?
Can I do something? So can I kind of end my previous spell with the disguise self?
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, let me go back to this guy's self here.
This for 1
Yeah,
hour.
because I think it's a concentration. If
Oh,
that's the
yeah.
case, you would no longer be looking like a goblin. Be looking like yourself. Working.
It doesn't say concentration.
Does it have the little C?
For what components?
It's somewhere around there. Let me bring this
VS?
up real quick. No, it's not in components. Just near duration. No, it is not concentration, so you're still a goblin. you're gonna end the Tasha's hideous laughter, or what is it? You just want to end your disguised self?
Disguise self, yeah.
Yeah, you drop it without even having to worry about it.
Okay.
Now you're back to your half elf.
Handsome.
Nah, I don't go that far. Half elf form. What would you like to do?
I'm not really gonna do anything, to be honest. I'm gonna move.
Okay, go ahead and move.
Move there. And
Yep.
Buckrock doesn't have an inspiration anymore, right?
Correct.
No, yeah, I know.
Yeah. well,
Just has a inspiration from.
like a big boy inspiration.
Yeah, the big. That's a good way to say it.
Might as well. We'll give him another little bardic inspiration. See? Yeah. Keep up the good work.
You're like a manager of a restaurant. You're delegating the work. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome. Good work, Jim. You're
Any attack or anything else for you?
No. I don't have anything in range.
Fair enough. That'll end your turn. Bakrog, you are up. The goblins are gone. There's just the one ooze. It looks like it is about to attack the person that is up here.
Yeah,
What would you like to do?
see. We're still pretty far away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, well, we can get right up here. And we'll do the halberd attack. The slightly distant halberd attack.
And it's at a -4 at this point?
It is at a -4, yes. Here, let's roll with the bardic inspiration. I know I've asked this like 3 times. Can't be added to damage.
Just attack rolls and
Just
ability
to
checks.
attack. Okay, so then I'll use it. Oh my god, I have to sneeze so bad.
I just almost did too. That's so funny you said that.
I can feel it not happening. Okay, what's a 10 plus a bunch more? 16.
That definitely hits, yeah.
And then damage die. -4, 5 damage.
5 damage, okay. So this is going to be interesting. As I've never actually done this before. As you go to strike this ooze that is like not even paying attention to you, is trying to get its next victim. You stab into it, hurting it fairly, a decent amount. But as you go to pull out, the actual metal tip to the halberd and a little bit further down dissolves into nothingness, and your weapon is destroyed. You no longer have a halberd.
Okay.
Which kudos for switching your weapons. I gotta say, that was smart.
I was trying not to make it like a decision that I was making, because I really wanted I wanted the extra range to be kind of the focus of why he switched, but it definitely worked out because I'd be so sad without the freaking Buster Sword too.
Yeah, hell yeah. And Woodland Deckhouse, what's up? Good to see you here. Yeah, they are just kind of wrapping up the oozes, if you will. There's one more ooze left. The 2 goblins just booked it. Actually, 1 goblin booked it. Eldrin did a little tag team confusing disguise self on the goblin. And there's a dwarf that is dead right now. It's been eaten by the ooze.
My freaking halberd just disintegrated, and my armor is disintegrating.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Buckrog, but Buckrog doesn't care. He is in the battle. That'll end your turn unless you want to do. No, you don't have any other bonus actions, right?
No, not really. I don't think so it says as a bonus action I can do an offhand attack. That doesn't count throwing stones, does it?
No, I mean,
I didn't think so. I'm a 2-hand user
exactly.
anyway,
If you had,
but
yeah,
my
if
weapon
you
just
had,
disintegrated. So I thought maybe I'd drop it.
if you had like 2 weapons, a long sword and a short sword, you would be able to use the short sword as
Right.
the bonus action.
I guess bonus action I'll drop the stick of the halberd, and because then I can unsheath the other one next turn. So yeah, sure, that's what I'll do.
Okay. As you drop the stick, You can see the ooze, which has no eyes or any sort of like real features, is starting to shake a bit. Is definitely worried about the situation that they're in, but still trying to go toward the human miner that is in front of them. With that, actually, is the ooze's turn and is going to. Actually, this person, unfortunately, sorry, dwarf, you are dead. Let's get you out of here. You're gone. This ooze is going to move up here toward the human and take a mighty swing at them. Thank you, Stream Elements, for dropping that massive bit of information, although that is outdated. We are no longer the Ministry of the Weave Magic Jewel Heist. I better fucking change that next time.
Well, how was I say at the start of the campaign when you said last time on, and then you said Neighborhood RPG instead of Magic Jewel Heist, my brain was just like, no, wait, what's going on?
I seriously almost had a short circuit because I almost said Magic Jewel Heist for sure. And I was going to say Curse of Strahd, but we're not quite there yet, but pretty close. So let's see if the ooze hits. That's a 4. What the fuck? So that misses. The attack that you just did, Bakrog, has thrown this ooze off completely. Not doing good. And that is the end of their turn, unfortunately. Strafaria, you're at the top. Goblins are gone. You got the one ooze left. The humans and elven miners are pretty scared over here. What would you like to do?
Am I close enough to the ooze to shoot my short bow at it?
I would say you're probably going to want to move down over here a little bit because you have Eldrin and Bakrog kind of in your line of sight. So the ooze have a little bit of cover because of that. It would be a little bit harder, but if you want to move a little bit, you could.
Okay, I'm gonna move right here.
Perfect.
And attack with my short bow.
Go ahead and attack.
Oh, it spun on 20 and landed on a 2. Okay. 6, so 6.
6 point. Unfortunately, no. The first miss with the oozes as you unleash it, having Bakrog to the left and this human miner to the right.
Dude, I forgot to add the proficiency bonus.
Oh, okay, yeah. So 4 plus 2 plus your roll.
8.
8. That just hits. So perfect. Okay. Rewind reality for a second. Go to this new reality.
That full 2.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Roll damage.
13.
Oh shit! Yeah. As the you unleash your arrow from the short bow, like a perfect shot, right down the center. You hit the ooze. Once again, almost pinning it to the ground, but the ooze itself corrodes the arrow and it disappears into nothingness. Not looking good at all, but still going. Would you like to move at all? You're gonna stay there.
I'll move a little. I'll move closer.
Okay. Go ahead and move yourself if you'd like.
Did you moved a little bit already, right?
Yeah, about 5 maybe.
Oh, okay. So
you should have like
oh, sorry, 10. You moved 10. So you have
I think this
20.
is as close as you could get by my count.
Okay.
Yep. Because you were here, so yeah. All right. That ends your turn, I believe. Eldrin, you're up. You have the 2 miners down over here that are just kind of like catatonic and freaking out. And this one up here that is very much the same. The one ooze is still alive, and you're kind of flanked by your friends. What would you like to do?
I feel it would probably make the most sense for him as a character, for Eldrin, would be to not really participate in the fight at this point.
Okay.
He feels like the other 2 got this under control. So I'm going to move kind of over here and start just kind of, charming the miners, helping kind of calm them by a very, non-frazzled demeanor. Hopefully, help them feel less stressed.
Gotcha. Well, go ahead and give me a performance check,
Oh.
and let's see how well you do that. And what is it you would say? A single sentence would be enough.
I mean, I feel like I should probably do a joke, right? I guess.
See, this is the bane of the existence
I
of
know.
bards. That's why I want to be a psychology bard. I think it's going to be so interesting.
I'm honestly,
Oh, yeah. What do I got wrong on?
Performance.
Ooh, I'm good at that. That's a shitty roll, though. 12.
Okay. These,
and
oh, go ahead.
Yeah. And then say, oh, hey, they're friends. Let me know if you've heard this one before. Fuck it. What? I don't love this one, but whatever, it's fine. Why are all the wizards in the necromancy school so buff?
Like, what? What?
Because they do so much deadlifting.
God damn it, Phil.
Oh, I'm
All
here
right.
for that one. That was a good one.
They're still terrified, but they're actually kind of a little terrified from you now, a little bit. Even though they don't see you as a threat, they are a little terrified of you. As if your joke is some sort of wizardry itself. That ends your turn, I believe.
You got bonus action still if you want to.
Yeah, if you want to give somebody any inspiration.
Was that my action? I guess it's no.
Yeah, because you didn't really do anything. You just kind of walked up and used your action to soothe them, if you will. So you would technically have a bonus action to give some inspiration if you'd like.
Are they both about the same amount of freaked out?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. No bonus inspiration to anyone?
Can I do it to them? I think everyone else already has one, right?
No, I used mine last.
Balkrog
I
uses.
used mine.
Yeah. You're just hoarding inspirations over there, Eldrin.
I lose track.
Inspire me.
It's hard to keep track. I have regular inspiration tracker and a bardic inspiration tracker. This is a little bonkers. Plus, I had the damage to the AC and penalty to the weapon marker.
I was kind of happy
There's
to get to
nothing
just
in this.
erase the halberd entirely.
I just
Yeah,
tried to drink that liquid death, and there was nothing in it. So, what would you like to do, Eldrin?
I'll turn to. Do Balkrog. I'll say this to the miners as I give the inspiration to Balkrog.
Okay.
That worry not, my stone friend over here will take care of that gobbledygook real quick.
All right, so then you give the inspiration to Balkrog.
Balkrog.
As you know, attack roll or...
He gets the Quarry reference. He definitely gets it. He's on
Yeah.
board.
That'll end your turn. Balkrog, you're up. What
Okay.
would you like to do?
Having noticed the disintegration of my previous weapon, I am actually going to take just like... I'm trying to clear the path a little bit. Take a couple steps back, find another good throw-in stone,
Nice.
and
There is a plenty for sure.
and unleash with the bardic inspiration a ranged attack, the likes of which this ooze has never seen. It's gonna be a fucking 26.
Oh yeah, yes, absolutely.
And then for damage, it's a 1d6. Okay. Come on, let's hit it. 7. That's how much my stones do. 7 points damage.
So as you take the stone, this one a little bit larger than the last one that you used. and you chuck it like perfectly up and down, like alley-oop on top of the ooze. It splatters and it's just gone completely. The ooze basically never existed. That's how badly it got disintegrated. With that, we're gonna go ahead and shut off this music as that's not what I wanted. Get rid of this ooze real quick. As like the battle is finishing up, you see the last there's 2 humans and a elven miner, and they're sort of like the other 2 are a little bit better off than the one up that was just about to be attacked. They're all 3 are fairly scared as you finish up this battle. The goblins are nowhere to be seen as far as the other 2. If you all want to roll perception checks to see the status of the scenery, go for it.
14.
Nice.
What happened with the other goblin?
Which one?
The one that was laughing?
It ran off, I think.
Oh, you killed it.
It
Oh,
died?
the laughing one died. There was one that bailed.
One that
though.
ran off, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it died.
Yep.
I
what was
got
it,
a
perception?
20 unnaturally
Yeah,
for
perception.
perception.
Ooh, I got. Hold on, let me switch to a natty 20.
Nice. Play the button. Press the button.
Press the button!
Actually did it somewhat on time.
Yeah.
Natural 20. And what did you get? You got a natural 20. You had just a dirty 20, Baccarat?
20, yeah.
Okay. So all of you, as you look around, you see the 3 miners, RIP, the dwarven miner. And as you look back toward the entrance, you don't see Grixis anywhere. In fact,
knew it.
Eldrin, is you with your natural 20, you notice that Grixis had like I don't want to call it Cheetos fingers or whatever. He had like dirty fingers, like the dust that was left on the ground. There's like a trail going away from where he was standing. The guy was always eating. He is like a nervous eater. As you finish the battle, the 3 different miners are very timidly kind of coming out of their catatonic state. The one at the bottom next to Eldrin here in the purple, this male elven figure. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your help. He's like probably 40 or 50, right close to your age, but looks up to you as their savior. Oh, what are you gonna do to us?
Wait, who's he saying this to?
To you, Eldrin.
Oh. You're welcome. You're welcome. Worry not. You are saved. I don't know. I mean, if there's some kind of reward, or I don't know what you feel is appropriate response, but
They kind of look around and pull out their pockets with nothing, absolutely nothing inside of it. Their clothes are tattered and they're filthy dirty at this point. The one that is up here kind of snaps out of it and walks forward. Who are you people? We appreciate your help, but what's happening here? Are you our new slavers, or you are here to rescue us?
Kind of saunter over between here, seeing the line of questioning that Eldrin's going down, and try to fill these scared people in on our mission as much as my actual human brain can remember it.
Fair enough. Fairly recent, so you would know, what's been happening. If you'd like to say you just fill them in on your mission.
I'll catch them up.
Sure. You fill them in. Strafaria, what is it you're doing right now as Bakrog is giving this amazing recap of what's going on?
I'm kind of looking around and using my keen observation to kind of see what I can pick up on that's going on around, and like what our next move is.
Okay. Let me just delete this message here real quick. And
Oh, I missed it.
yeah. Not big fall. There's like new big
There's
follows
some new
now.
big falls. They're way not as cool.
And I did not ban them though. They ban after you delete.
I don't know. I'm looking too. I'll work on that.
Oh, you work on that. So go ahead and roll an investigation check, Stefaria, as you're looking around.
15.
As you look around, you notice in like the rock of the mithril itself, in certain places, up top here and some other places, there are like the dead and decomposing bodies of some other miners that looks like they've been worked so hard that they died here on site and their bodies aren't even being pulled away. The smell finally kind of hits all of you as like the battle finishes, that there are probably, and Strafaria sees this first, probably like 4 or 5 dead bodies that are just thrown in the rubble throughout this chamber.
You've all been through a lot, I can see.
One of them, the one in the middle, kind of pipes up. There was like 20 of us before. We're the last 4 of us. Well, and he looks over where the dwarf was. 3 of us. Please, let us out of here. Let us leave.
I kind of just glance over at my fellow teammates to make sure I'm not getting any opposing glances or anything. Kind of give them like yeah, they're free to go, right? Kind of look.
I definitely nod in agreement and just kind of feel like a heaviness for what they've gone through.
Aldrin?
Well, your gratitude is payment enough. I do feel a certain weight of responsibility for your safety, though. I worry if you were to just wander off through this cave, there's potentially other goblins, a mind flare, I believe I saw. Elsewhere,
They kind of like shrink back when you say mind flare.
Okay. I mean, we beat a month before. It's no big deal. I wonder if you maybe say for under our protection.
Is that being still out there? And they like now starting to get scared again. That tentacle face freak still out there.
He is.
Let's not use insults.
I intend to kill it soon.
I wonder how knowledgeable you all are of this cave and what all is down here.
Well, and the taller one at the top next to Bakrog speaks up. We've been working this cave for months now. Pretty familiar with it. Draw a quick map, but one thing I'll say is if you head toward the workers' quarters, a little bit further down, that's where the Illithid, or Mind Flayer, whatever the hell that thing calls himself. That's where I'm not sure. That's where they stationed themselves. And what they're doing to the other miners. Changing them, turning them into them. Mind Flayers themselves. They took that big guy, the leader, of some group he was saying, not too long ago, and I don't know if he's still alive or not, but it's not good. He just kind of looks down, sadness.
Is there anything in here that would be useful to us? Anything that's been mined or any equipment that we should take before we set out to take care of this tentacly problem?
Same one speaks up. There's no weapons or anything here. You could take some of this mithril. Maybe if you get out of here alive, it might be useful. I won't say anything to our boss.
Sweet, I'll pilfer the hell out of some mithril.
Sure. Go ahead and roll an investigation check. See how much you can get.
Okay, what's my investigation? -1, cool. 15.
You get about two like mithril ore. 2 rounds? I don't know what the fuck you want to call that, actually. Jesus
2
Christ.
units.
2 units of mithril ore. Put that into your Minecraft inventory,
Yes.
and but yeah, you could use that to give to a blacksmith to make into a weapon, maybe, depending on what kind of weapon. Probably a smaller one, if anything. But like the Lord of the Rings Ring of Power show, you can use a different metal, and maybe it makes it stronger. I don't know. Anyways, spoilers. With that, they kind of, what do you want us to do? Stay here? Wait for you to kill them?
Whatever you think is safest. We'll take care of any problems. Is there anywhere safe around here that we could rest before taking on the Mind Flayer?
The other one down at the bottom speaks up. Well, as you saw, Ooze could be everywhere, but at least for a short period of time, we can keep an eye out and let you know if something comes, see if you all want to rest.
Yeah, I'd look at the team and be like, we should take a brief moment to collect ourselves before going into that other room.
Agreed.
You
Faria,
good?
what do you think?
Faria.
Also agreed.
Okay. So while
Is this a
all
short
of you
rest or a long rest?
I mean, the miner said that if you want to take a short period of time, you might be safe. If you'd like to do a long rest, you can absolutely talk about that as well. That's up to you. That's a full 8 hours.
I only need a short rest, personally. A brief sabbatical, if you will. All my shit re-ups after a short rest.
Don't know. Phil, are you looking at for the bard?
I got something for it. Trying to find one to use.
Does Bard have
Okay.
sweet sleepy time magic?
Kind of, yeah, actually.
Nice. Everyone else, I mean, I don't know how much of this we're supposed to talk about in game between the characters and be like, how's everyone else holding up? But basically, I don't think anyone else took any damage. And I got a full heal off that second wind, so I'm feeling okay. I could just use time to stretch. Get a couple skills ready to use again.
Okay, I got it.
You don't get any of your spell slots back, though, when you do a short rest.
That's tough for me. I mean, we
No,
don't
it's
have
an
time for a long rest, so it's not really an option.
So, as you all make little roll out your bedrolls and get set up, indeed, it doesn't sound like anyone took any damage. I mean, took damage, but healed yourself in the middle of the battle with the second wind, I believe.
Yes. And I
Can we do my
just
Song of Rest?
Yeah, you don't even need to use Song of Rest because it sounds like, yeah, I know, that sucks. I've never actually seen it in action.
I guess I'll ask you rules wise. The corrosion from the slimes, that's still affecting my armor, right? My AC
That is still
minus.
affecting your armor. Yeah, you're going to need something that none of you have to sort of finish that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask them in character, like, do you have anything to mend my armor? It doesn't sound like you do.
Yeah, just to avoid any sort of like history rolls, I'm just going to say that is not something that they could do.
Okay.
So while the miners are watching over you, you're all resting, sort of like mentally preparing yourselves for the next step. Every one of you around the same time sort of like, wakes up, stretches a little bit. The miners, who look a little more calm at this point, let you know, nothing happened, nobody came by. And as they finish saying that, like around the corner, echoing towards you, you hear this loud, just loud scream, like this male scream that is just almost penetrating your ears. And the miners look at you and says, They're doing it again. Oh God. That's where we're gonna end tonight's session. Great job, everybody, picking up after what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Well, I
At
can't even
least,
remember.
at least 2, I think. Was it only 1? 1 week
see.
off, I guess.
Oh, 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks off.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
We last time was the 6th.
Okay. Very good job. Good job role playing, combat, and everything. And really appreciate the picking right back up and get it going.
Yeah, it was super fun.
For people watching, Woodland Deckhouse and our big follows, we appreciate the views.
The engagement, bro.
Yeah, man. You know what? Bad engagement is good engagement, apparently. Cyrus, did you want to say something there?
Sean, make sure to go to mentalmisplay.com. I'm sure you've never been there or heard of any of those guys. Yeah, mental display. Yeah, we got merch.
Oh, nice.
We don't
that's
have
right.
that shirt anymore though. You have to be OG to have the original logo that was totally not copyrighted or owned by anyone else. You gotta be the
badass
OG to have
Hannah
that one. Yeah. But we got yeah, if you're a subscriber on our channel, you get a free altar sleeve every month. And those are cool things for Magic cards. I realize I can't just say that on this channel. I expect people to know what the hell that is at all. But we do Magic stuff. If you're into Magic the Gathering, go follow us.
Oh yeah, that is awesome. Thank you very much, everyone. Let's go ahead as we get this set up. I'm going to try to raid someone because I keep forgetting on the other video game streams and everything. But while we're doing this, who is...
We have outlasted everyone for the last couple times that Schlaxmundar has gone. Like we end and there's literally no one else streaming.
Oh, I know.
Like
last
no
time
one that I'm following at least.
Yeah, last time I was on with you, like the only person that was streaming that I knew of was like the Wolf Conservation Center, and like,
Nice.
they're essentially always just streaming. You know, I think we're gonna do Emma Skyward. Wait, what are they do? What's Teamfight Tactics? I've never heard of that.
It is like a turn-based strategy, like super chess kind of game based on League of Legends. It's set in the League of Legends world.
That is badass. I like that. So we're gonna start this raid, and while we're waiting for that to queue up, I just want to quickly thank everyone. Join us this Sunday, 9 a.m. for our Not Enough Time podcast. We're going to be talking Marvel in general. It's going to be a great conversation. Please give much love to Emma over there. Just dump all the emotes you have into their chat. And as always, try to be patient with yourself and others, and stay hydrated. We will see you all Sunday, unless I randomly decide to stream Fortnite, which is a good possibility. I might even do that later tonight. I am so into playing Fortnite right now. But
Bowman Gaming.
Bowman Gaming, yeah, we got to get that marketing going. That's that's the theming and everything. And if I don't do Fortnite, I might play some High on Life. That game was super funny.
I need to play that game.
It is good. Like it was very glitchy at times. I don't know if you saw that in the stream.
Yeah, I just expect new games to be glitchy now, which is it's shitty, but it's where we're at.
Plus, with my like Wi-Fi situation that it was, I was like, I can't even judge this correctly, but
sure.
it was still super fun. The jokes are just amazing. So we're gonna hit up that raid. Give Emma much love, and we will see you all next time.
Boom. We've done a raid.
We did a raid. That game looks really interesting.
It's pretty cool. I've never actually played it. I've watched her and a couple other people play it, and it looks really cool, but it's one of those like... Have you been playing Marvel Snap at all?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, where it's just like the progression is fairly slow. And so I was just like not willing to put in the time on it. Marvel Snap's fucking fun as hell. I just stopped playing because I was dreaming about it every night.